Welcome to the world of probiotic foods. This is Cultured Food Life with your host, Donna Schwenk.
Welcome, everybody, and thanks for joining me. And it is wintertime here, and it is that time of year where you want some cozy, warm drinks. And I've got some that I'm trying to make a new chocolate tradition, a new hot chocolate tradition that I want to tell you about because it's so good for you. It's super easy to make, and there's so many wonderful things you can do with it. And I hope that you will make a jar because it's super simple and keep it in your cupboard whenever you're wanting a nice, cozy, warm drink that's got chocolate and prebiotics in it. And I think you'll really, really like this. So I love the holidays. And I love all the festive food, and it makes me happy to make all these festive foods for my family and have a lot of fun. But as the years have gone by, I have learned that I need to incorporate not only healthy holiday treats, but ones that satisfies my cravings for something warm and cozy and nourishing for not only for my body, but also for my mind. So it was like, it was a few weeks ago. It was Christmas time. And we do this thing every year. We go down to San Diego. They have a big boat parade. And all the boats get lights on them. And we watch the boat parade go by and watch all the boats that are decorated for Christmas. And this year, my daughter brought our prebiotic cocoa recipe that she made for us. And we warmed up milk. And you can use any kind of milk. It could be non-dairy. It could be regular dairy. It could be anything that is your preference. And you warm it up. And you mix in this prebiotic cocoa. You kind of stir it up, and I have learned how to make really good marshmallows. I've even got a recipe that I make all the time that's sugar-free, and we put them in insulated drink containers, and then we climbed out and watched these boat parade with these warm drinks, and I can't tell you how much fun that was. The drink is delicious, too, so everybody was warm because it was a little chilly, and it was also, all of it was sugar-free, but you would never know that. It tasted so good. So I'm trying to share with you something that I use all the time. I mean, I probably have this, maybe once or twice a week. Sometimes I just want something, and I'm not necessarily wanting coffee. I want something a little bit more kind of like a dessert. I use this as a dessert treat, and I want to encourage you. It's got healthy ingredients. You can make this sugar-free, and you can store it in your cupboard. It's super simple to make, and it has lots of fun things you can do with it. So to make this, it has a lot of good gut powder ingredients in it that will give you a way to grow your good microbiome. So what you do is you take 2 tablespoons of Prebio Plus, and Prebio Plus is something I sell. It's inulin, chicory root. There's 3 different prebiotics in it that feed your good microbiome. You don't have to use my prebiotic powder. You could probably use any. The prebiotic powders feed your good gut microbes and make them grow like crazy. And it's kind of supercharges your probiotics that are in your gut. And you can get prebiotic powders anywhere. You just look for something that says FOS, which is fructooleosaccharide, or inulin or chicory root. Those are the ingredients you're looking for. And then I have acai in mine too, which is an extra prebiotic. But what it does, it's a tiny bit sweet because it's made from fermented fruits, the peels of fermented fruits. And it's just a prebiotic that makes your good bacteria grow, but also makes things taste just a hint of sweetness in it. So you add 2 tablespoons of that. And all of these prebiotics, like I said, reside in different kinds of fruits, nuts, and other foods. And we found some of the strongest ones and put them in our mix. But it's so fun. I put it in everything. I put it in my kefir. I put it in a bunch of different stuff, and I'll link you the place you can get it online, and there's other places you can get prebiotic powder mixes too. And this is what you use. You use 2 tablespoons, and then next you'll use a half a cup of cocoa powder, and you can use cacao powder. You can use cocoa. I like cocoa. It gives it a richer, deeper taste. And remember, chocolate is a fermented food too. So, and then you can add a sweetener to it. I use monk fruit in mine. I also like allulose. That's a new non-dairy. It's non-caloric sweetener, and it is really good. It's fermented. It's actually, there's a lot of studies showing that not only is it a great non-calorie sweetener, it also can help reduce obesity. It can help with blood sugar. It's really, really popular right now. You can get it at like Trader Joe's. You can get it online. I sell some, but you can get it anywhere. Or you can use regular sugar. You can use coconut sugar is a really good replacement. Or you can use raw sugar. You can use whatever you want. I prefer to do the sweeteners that don't have sugar in them, just to keep everything stable in my life, because we have a tendency in my family to have blood sugar problems because there's a lot of diabetes in my family. So I am always on the low down when it comes to sugar. I try to keep as much out of my diet as possible. And these sweeteners, whether it's monk fruit or allulose, stevia is a little bit strong. It has more of a bitter taste, so I don't use it as much. But these two sweeteners work really, really good in here. So it's a half a cup of cocoa powder, 2 tablespoons of Prebio Plus, and then your sweetener is like a couple tablespoons of sweetener, whichever one you decide to use. And then this is like a dry powder. So you mix all these ingredients together and you store them in your cabinet. And when you're ready to make a hot chocolate drink, you take a couple spoonfuls of this, like 2 tablespoons or 2 big heaping spoonfuls. You put it in your mug. You warm up or steam some milk. I like to steam my milk and make it frothy. And then you pour it into the thing and you mix it all together till it's all combined. Coconut milk is really good with this. Cashew milk is good. Oat milk. And then you top it. You can top it if you want, or you don't have to top it. I love to top it. I have a sugar-free marshmallow, and I have a regular marshmallow, and I have a marshmallow cream. And I really, really like marshmallows because they have so many wonderful properties in them that help you. They help you to stay in balance because they have an important protein that is in your body that you really need. And you can also add a little bit of vanilla collagen to this mix too, but that's optional. But let me explain to you, because collagen is also in marshmallows too. And it's good for your gut, your heart, your ligaments, your joints, and your blood sugar. And I highly recommend it. So let me explain to you why I like collagen and marshmallows. And you don't have to add that. This is just something I do, but it makes it really good. You get a lot of benefits from gelatin, which is collagen too. They're both the same, similar. They have similar things. There's just a slight difference in the two. And so if you get one, you're getting the other. So collagen is found almost everywhere in the body, but it's mostly abundant in your skin, your bones, your tendons, and your ligaments. It really helps to hold your tissues together, and it gives this wonderful strength to your skeleton. So it's really important for your body to have a lot of this, but it also helps with your digestion and with leaky gut. Now, Chris Kessler is a renowned expert, and he's also a leading educator in the field of functional medicine. He's one of the leaders in it, and I really like the things that he has to say. And he has important research about gelatin and collagen and how they help with cardiovascular disease. And he states, this is his quote, "Eggs and muscle meats as opposed to organ meats and meaty bones are high in methylene, an amino acid. In some people, eating too much methylene can lead to a buildup of a toxic compound called homocysteine in the blood. And having high levels of homocysteines are an independent risk factor for some serious concerns, from things like dementia, Alzheimer's, to heart disease. And this may explain why researchers found a correlation between high meat intake and chronic disease. But here's the thing. What helps keep methylene and homocysteine levels in a healthy balance is glycine, which gelatin contains a lot of. So, in fact, it accounts for roughly 27% of gelatin's composition, and making gelatin the richest food source of the amino acid that you need to keep homocysteine levels at a good level. Although your body can make glycine, you don't usually produce enough to cover your needs. And so having extra, like in collagen and gelatin, is a wonderful way to keep those homocysteine levels within a healthy range. It recycles homocysteines and turns it into the amino acid cysteine, which this system helps homocysteine levels when they increase. So if you have a lot of this if you have a lot of, like, say, for instance, you're taking collagen or you're having gelatin, it's going to help bring down the high levels and make the homeocysteine levels in their normal range and to keep things running smoothly. So glycine, which is found in gelatin, and B vitamins like B12 and folate are probably the most important nutrients for maintaining healthy homeocysteine levels within normal limits. And if you get blood work done, if you go to your doctor and have your cholesterol and all that checked, he's going to check usually they check your homeocysteine levels. And that's a range as to how much inflammation you have in the body and how in balance you are. It's an important marker. And so, surprisingly enough, gelatin helps with that because it brings it down with the amino acid glycine, which is a wonderful resource for you. And I have collagen almost every day. I put in my smoothie. I love to make these marshmallows and put it in my hot chocolate. And I'll even put the collagen in the hot chocolate mix. And I have noticed a marked improvement in my hair, my nails, my skin looks better. And not only that, it's working on homeocysteine levels inside my body without me knowing it, which is really cool. So I just thought I would share this with you. I know this, who would have ever thought that hot chocolate could help your heart and help your blood sugar, but it does if you add these healthy ingredients. And I have a really strong desire to be healthy and live a long, joyful life, but I love to have good food and drinks too. That's important to me. So this hot, cozy, hot chocolate drink is becoming a seriously new tradition in my home. It's kind of crazy that hot chocolate can do so much for you and it tastes so delicious. And especially in these winter months when we need sometimes we get cold and a warm drink, there's nothing like it. I have another hot chocolate drink that I love to make too, and it's called miso hot chocolate. And it is fantastic. It uses the same mix, but you add just a little tiny bit of miso in it, which gives it this delicious kind of a salty taste, just a slightly one from the miso paste. And miso is such an incredible health food that I try to have that often too. And I will link that article so that you can take a look at the reasons and recipes to have more miso in your diet. It's so good for you. Miso contains nutrients that help boost your immune system, strengthen your gut flora, and help to reduce the growth of harmful bacteria, as well as building up the good bacteria in your gut. So having a probiotic-rich drink may reduce your risk of being sick and help you recover faster from infections, such as the common cold. And it also reduces your need for antibiotics by 33%. And I have an article on that that's really a research article on that that's really interesting, that having more of this miso can really reduce your risk of having to get antibiotics for just about anything. So both of these cozy hot chocolate drinks offer so many health benefits. And guys, don't forget that marshmallow topping. It's pretty easy to make. It just takes a little bit of time for it to whip it into the marshmallow cream. But it's just a couple ingredients. And you can have, and these marshmallows last in your fridge for a long time. And you'll love the sugar-free ones. They're delicious. So I have a whole bunch of recipes. I have hot chocolate, the hot chocolate mix, the Prebiotic hot chocolate mix. I have a miso hot chocolate that's also really delicious. I have probiotic marshmallows, which these are actually probiotic. I have a marshmallow cream that's absolutely delicious. And then I have a sugar-free marshmallow. And all of these have different good bacteria and also have good qualities to help make your good bacteria grow. And they're fun, they're easy to make, and then you never need to buy hot chocolate from the store. It's loaded with sugar and properties that are good for you. Make your own. It just takes a few minutes. It just takes a couple minutes to throw 3 ingredients in a jar, then warm up some milk, and then you've got your mix in your jar. So I will link this below. I hope you'll try it. I want to make this a thing so people have a good replacement when they need something warm and cozy. And this tastes fantastic, just like regular hot chocolate. And the marshmallows are just like regular marshmallows without all the sugar. And some of the ones that I did add a little bit of healthy sugar to, I put probiotics in them, so then you get less sugars because there's probiotics in those marshmallows. So you'll have to check it out. It was a lot of fun designing these recipes, and it's something we do all the time as a healthy treat. So I hope this helps you. Whenever I come up with something, I always want to share it with you, because especially if it makes a difference in my life. So enjoy and send me an email or drop me a comment and let me know if you try it. and I hope you enjoy it. Have a good one, guys. We'll talk to you next week.